But that structural movement is being assumed at 1/4 of an inch to line up with manufacturers' traditional details for 1/4 inch building structural movement. This is one of our competitors. I know the guy well, he's a good guy. And they have a few engineers, and they're working for a manufacturer. And they get all of that manufacturer's jobs that come in. And they originated from inside of the manufacturer many years ago. How do I know? Because we actually did work for that manufacturer, a few jobs. And a few jobs in, we started asking the manufacturer, and I started saying, we've got to have an R5 for the building structural movement to be accommodated because it's not in the structural drawings. And they said, no, we need to assume that it's 1/4 inch or less building structural movement. And I said, I'm a structural engineer of record. I've never designed a beam in my 7 years at Burns & McDonnell for 1/4 inch of building structural movement. And I know that there's thermal expansion in part of that too. And it's probably 1/8 of an inch. So you're telling me that I have to assume something that I know is not realistic or possible. And that leaves me on the hook because I know better. I know what the real beam movement is that they're designing for. It's all over 360. And this is a mismatch. I tried to tell the manufacturer that. And so we didn't receive any more jobs. So this manufacturer has people, they've moved engineers from the inside of their organization to the outside. They've set up business, and this is what their general notes look like. Unless noted otherwise, perimeter joints, mullion splices, joints, and anchors are designed based on an assumed 1/4 inch maximum combined building structural live load movement. The funny thing is, in a later statement, he says that it's not to be assumed concurrent with the thermal expansion. Because the thermal expansion can eat up a lot of that 1/4 of an inch. They assume because they've grown up in a system. What the manufacturer told me at that time was, this is not our business model. This is 15 years ago. Their business model was back before things changed for delegated design. And all that they ever received was the first page of the structural drawings, which didn't say anything about building structural movement. And they had their own set standards of 1/4 of an inch. And that's what they put into their drawings. And if it's not caught by the architect, so be it. That's where this standard came from. And it's a wrong thing to be able to assume that because it's not real. It's a mismatch in the industry.
Have you ever seen that